It's time for the Mohney Show. High atop the third story of the historic Gibson House overlooking beautiful downtown Centralia. The star of the show, Steve Mohney.
Yes. Hi, folks. Hey, welcome to the Christmas edition of the Mohney Show. Paul Walker's with me.
Yes.
Merry Christmas, Paul.
Merry Christmas. It is Christmas time. I forgot to wear my Christmas kitty. I'm a little upset about that.
Really?
Yes.
What is that?
It's a T-shirt with a Christmas kitty on it.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I know.
It's very lovely.
Yes, I'll be wearing that at the concert
well, that's the first
Wednesday
thing I
night.
mention
So
is big concert coming up. We're doing the show. Obviously, it's Monday here, so
Yep.
show's on Wednesday.
Well, Ty Herndon in town. We're going to go pick him up tomorrow. And then he'll be here Wednesday, and with a full band, it's going to be a great show.
You know, it's going to be such a fun Christmas show because the majority of what they're going to do is Christmas. You know,
A lot of it, yep.
Tons of Christmas music. A lot of that stuff, if you want to check it out, it's online. And then the rest of it, he says, will be. He's got plenty of hits.
Yes,
so.
he's got a few hits, that's for sure.
So he's
So
going to play those as well. And not that it wouldn't have been a lot of fun, but it's a full band, so not just an acoustic show, but you've got drums and bass, guitar, the whole 9 yards. And it's at the Northwest Sports Hub. Tickets will be available at the door if you decide last minute that you want to go. But I'm looking forward to this. And like you said, we pick him up tomorrow.
Yeah, pick him and the band up, and then they'll be here ready to go on Wednesday, and then they're out early Thursday,
really
back
early.
home.
Yeah.
So that's the life of a musician.
Yeah,
so,
but got to get home, got to get back to Nashville for the family and
exactly,
and all that
exactly.
stuff. Okay, with all that being said,
Yes,
I want to talk to Paul about Christmas gift giving, Christmas ideas, Christmas lists. That makes him really mad. And I guess some airing of grievances. I don't have the Festivus poll up. In fact, if we could, maybe we can move that in just a second here.
Yes.
And it'll be the Festivus poll.
See if Dorothy can get that in here.
Yeah, to get that's fine. Okay, so now, as far as gift giving goes, and somebody says like, one of your daughters or something like that. Yeah, well, I've got a Christmas list.
Yeah, there we go.
How's that work with you?
I go, well, I'm glad you have a list. Don't give it to me though. I don't care about your list. I don't do lists. No, I don't care what you want for Christmas.
Santa, he says to make the list, but if you're
that's Santa's business. Santa, I got to be honest with you. I think his whole business model is wrong. It's absolutely doesn't make any sense to me.
This is a man.
Hey, you asked me, I'm going to tell you.
I know, but listen, you don't have 3 trillion people you have to shop for.
Oh, hey.
That's the difference right there.
That is. But he set a bad precedent with this whole list business. So hey,
Jimmy wants.
Hey, Steve, what do you want for Christmas? I'll go buy it for you. You know what? I don't care what Steve wants for Christmas because he's going to get what I want to give him. It needs to come from me. I think you would enjoy this.
Yes. I
found this. It's unique for you.
Yes.
Don't get let's number one, not only is this number one against on my do not do gift list.
Right.
It's my number one pet peeve. It's my number one. I got a lot of problems with you people.
A lot of problems here.
You know what that is?
What?
Gift cards. The bane of my existence. I hate them.
I'm being forced into it.
I hate them.
But what do I do with that? I got 2 kids that are way out of state. What do I get them?
Hey, have some imagination. How about that? I mean,
imagination.
Yes.
With my middle son.
Yes.
What do you want? Have it. So Okay, so help me out on that.
Well, I don't know him as well as you do, but I would find something that he likes very much. For example, my brother and I, we have an ongoing contest of who can outdo each other in gift giving. And a couple of years ago, I mean, I just hit it. I hit this one out of the ballpark. He's a huge Munsters fan. The Munsters, remember the Munsters?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so the Munsters,
I don't remember this
his favorite episode is when Herman gets drafted by the Dodgers and he hits the ball.
Belts the ball.
Yes, and knocks the scoreboard over and everything else. Oh, yeah. And so I found a picture, a slide, an 8x10 of that episode. He's in the Dodgers uniform, and Butch Patrick, who plays Eddie, is there with some of the Dodgers, and Butch Patrick signed it. It's all the whole thing, autographed Butch Patrick, the real signature, and verified the whole thing. Yeah,
authenticity.
Oh, absolutely, got that. Boom. He goes, how, what, where? I have no idea how you got this. But I go, I have my sources.
So but there's another one too. Right?
Oh yeah, the Soup Nazi. Yeah. He's a huge Seinfeld fan, so I got him an autographed picture of the Soup Nazi. So I don't even know the guy's name,
that's
but
gold, Gary, that's gold.
It's gold. It's there. But then the one in between there was really good. We grew up in the 70s and things like that. This one. So my mother, God rest her soul. Or
let's give some background on Mom for just a second here. Just really quickly here.
Mom grew up on Vashon Island with my dad. They moved off when I was very young, and she used to work in the bakery at one of the Safeways up there in Hawks Prairie. Okay. She has one of those voices that can cut glass, so you could literally walk in the front door
and hear her.
She's in the back. You could hear her, yes. So very, very loud, and so a lot of folks wonder, why am I so loud? Well, I can't hear, and I have my mother in, so double whammy there.
Give us an example, kind of an idea of something your mom might say that would cut glass. We're not worried about the FCC.
Exactly.
Parental guidance here.
As a youngster, you'd be fiddling around, making noise or whatever, and she'd say, "Quit being an asshole and go outside. Just go."
I've heard you do her voice before, so do her.
God, you're such an ass. Get out of here. That's Mother. Yes, Mother.
Yeah,
so
Pall Mall, right?
Yes. So no. That's my dad.
Oh, that's your dad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mom was Marlboro, the Red Pack.
Yeah, I'm trying to set up the present here.
Yeah.
So
you got to understand, this is late 60s, early 70s, and so it was back in the time when friends came over all the time. Didn't have to be Friday or Saturday night. It could be a Tuesday night. They're coming over and visiting because there weren't 200 TV stations to choose from.
Right.
Everyone wasn't running out to a basketball camp or something to go to. So there was a lot more actual people-to-people socialization.
There was also the element, if you watch Bewitched, hey, it's noon. Oh, rock them up.
Yep.
Drink up, baby. Somebody bring me some smokes.
So their favorite drink was called Pussycat. And the Pussycat was a mix from I forget one of the bourbons. No, it was a bourbon. It was and so it was one of the big bourbon companies that put out this mix. And how about another batch of Pussycats?
And so actually, you mixed it with alcohol.
You blend it, blend it. And so my mom and my friends' moms were over, and they drank Pussycats. And my dad and the other fathers were out in the garage with their Olympia Stubbies.
Olympia Stubbies.
And that's where the Pall Malls were.
4 miles from the brewery.
Yes, exactly. So that's growing up. So anyway. My brother and I have this ongoing, hey, how about a batch of Pussycats? It's a thing. I actually found on eBay a box from 1969, unopened, a Pussycat mix. So I found those, and then I got, let's do a whole throwback.
Okay.
So throwback to the 70s. I found, if folks remember, a lot of folks may not, but Nally's did more than chili back in the day.
Oh yeah,
they did potato chips, and they would come in a box with 2 bags in it, unless you got the big one, which had a third one over the top. Yeah. But these boxes, so I found 3 or 4 of the boxes
barbecue chips.
There no chips, was just the box, and the reason they were kept is because at the time the Mariners were just coming, 1976 or 77, whenever they started. So like in 1978, they had the back of the Nally's box were a big Mariner trading card.
Okay.
And so people collected those.
Somebody kept it.
So I got 3. I think I got a barbecue, a regular, and a ruffle of the Nally's box that he has now put back together. So they're up on a shelf.
And they're boxes.
They're boxes again, not flat, and they were saved very nicely. So I got them that. I got them a couple of Craigmont cans. Craigmont used to be the Safeway brand.
Where the hell did you find that?
You would be fine. It is fun to go searching. Whoa. And it's the one, the tin can with the seam.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So we got a couple of those. I found him. I think. I got him a bottle of Buffrin. Something along that line. I can't. And back in the day, if you remember, in the candy section, where you find now you find the gumdrops, and they used to have chocolate stars. That was just, and so he loved those. So I found a company in Pittsburgh so I got him a 6-pound bag of chocolate stars. And so, hey, you gotta go searching. You gotta find it. So,
and you do.
Yes.
And I'm impressed. Yeah. So that's the way Paul does.
That's how I do that. Yes. I like, Tony's dad and his wife. They like, so we found a winery, and they live in Texas. So we found a winery nearby, and we got them a membership down there to go to the winery. So they love it. They go, they had no idea. They ran into it. So you find those things.
Like the drunk in-laws.
You have to, but you have to go and, what does someone like? Put the time in. Absolutely.
I've done pretty good over the years.
Yeah.
I mean, there's times when I did have some stuff jotted down or whatever, but Christmas at our house was always way more than it should be.
And here's the biggest difference. I think here's the biggest difference in gift giving is gift shopping is not a season. It's year round.
Yes.
So when you come across something, that, and it goes put away. So about 2 weeks ago, Tony goes up and looks at our inventory, and we have a lot more up there than I thought. So,
and the other thing about not only with gift giving, but card buying.
Yes.
If you see a card that, oh man, this reminds me of my brother, man, you got to buy that right now.
I generally like to make my own.
You do, don't you? I've done, and for that, Paul uses a lot of Crayola crayons.
Crayons, markers, anything,
and really not even on good paper, but just like a piece.
Oh, absolutely, yes. Just something torn up and just Merry Christmas. Yeah. Now, see on this, this is perfect. You know what I do is I'd go, you do this, and it'd say, Ty says, Merry Christmas to you and yours or something. See, you can personalize it and that. So this year, I got to tell you about a contest this year. I'm told from my brother that my sister-in-law, Christy, has found a remarkable present for me. So the challenge has been... I don't know.
They gave up the present?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
They said, we're going to win. They said, you cannot possibly beat us. And so my brother is a Kansas City Chiefs fan. And so last year we were in Texas for 2 weeks after Christmas. And I'd forgotten all about this. But we went in this mall that was kind of not doing well. But they had this massive Kansas City Chief serving tray like you'd see in a bar. And so he just got a bar built in. Now that his kids are gone, they turned one of the rooms into like a little bar, and he had all that done. So I got him that and some other cans. I go, okay, I'm not winning. But it's everything that he'd like. So I find out my sister-in-law, and they're not going to watch this before we do this. I know that they're not going to watch this. So, I don't know what they're giving. She is a huge Carole King fan.
Oh.
and I think I showed you what I found. I found a sheet music of You Make the Earth Move, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yes, from the Tapestry album.
Tapestry,
Anyway, and it's autographed by Carole King. So I have that. So that's going to be a good one. But
you guys give up. You won.
But no,
it's over.
No. I'm not. Hey, they got me a couple. They got me once. They got me these Longacres chimney glasses from the old Longacres, and that was huge to me. So, with that was they got me one year. So to really solidify my win, Steve, is I found a present for myself. It is an autographed picture from Joan Rivers, and it's made out to Paul. Yes, I have no. It was on eBay. I go, it's too, and so Tony says you should buy that and give it to yourself and trump their. So that's the surprise they don't know about. That I'm going to give myself a present, an autographed picture to Paul from Joan Rivers, and it's no last name. It just says to Paul, so it's perfect. And that showed up already, and it's going to be good.
You did get it.
Yes, I did.
Because we were a little bit concerned that you weren't going to get the right one.
Yes, yeah.
You did get the right one.
I got the right one.
Winner, chicken dinner.
That's right. So I'm going to trump card them there. So that's how we do the gift giving there.
Because, we were kind of concerned that you were going to get, not the right one.
Right.
Because we looked online and it was a different picture.
It was a different picture, but it
was a later version and it didn't say to Paul.
Right.
So you did get that.
The right one showed up.
Okay, very good.
Yes,
so you think that pretty much cancels them out as far as the winner?
Well, they're going to have to come up with something big. I'll have to admit, this is kind of a Hail Mary that I'm throwing here, but, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah.
My Christmas list this year, I did. I know we've talked about that, and it makes you just mad as hell. But I had to put just a couple of things down just to give, because we're not really doing much at the house. So I had to put down some stuff for, my wife and just maybe my, Stephen, and so this is really basic stuff. Black tape. What else? Duct tape.
There.
I don't have any.
You just need tape.
I need some tape.
Okay.
And also rattle can primer paint. And I paint all that stuff. That's
okay. Well,
it's cheap.
It's not about cheap.
We're not really doing much gift giving except for the kids this year.
Right. Okay.
So if you want to just give me something tiny, hey, you know what? Duct tape.
Yep.
It's got to be Gorilla.
Yeah, well, there you go. See, that's
a little bit different than a list, right?
It's a little bit different, but I still, from my standpoint, like you and your wife who puts up with you deserve a night out. So why not? This is the only time I would do a gift card is like to the movies. Right. Yeah. Go to the movies. Something like that. Or I know that. You like the cars. I don't know. See, I would have to know more about your wife if she likes to look at cars. But how about a couple of tickets to the car museum up there next to the Tacoma Dome, or the RV show that's coming. So I don't know. So I like to find things like
the
that.
RV show is a good idea. But the last time I went to an RV show, I was escorted off the premises. I took a nap in one of the.
Yes, which would have been fine, but the snoring is what bothered people. Yes. That and the fact that he was sleeping in his underpants.
Well, I was in my underpants, but when I brought the CPAP machine in, I plugged it in and blew all the breakers in this RV. That just sent those guys over the edge. Who is this guy? Tony.
Hey.
Well, you can sit down and test the upholstery, but don't bring
Hey, if you want me to buy this, I need to know how it operates at all levels. That means a good night's sleep.
And then I brought in my my heating element to see if I could make some.
You mean, or the microwave that's probably already in an RV nowadays?
Yeah, this guy just brought a bunch of popcorn and he's got it in the microwave. So then you go into the RV and you burn the popcorn. So then that one's out. They can't sell this RV because, I'll tell you what, we'll take a discount on this thing because it smells like burnt popcorn. Paul, I wish you a Merry Christmas. It's been an absolute pleasure working, the last few
I know,
months
but
hey, on to the Mohney Show.
I know, but we're just getting started with the show.
What do you mean?
We're just getting started with the show, right? Yeah. What do you got coming up?
Oh,
you're like signing off on me here. It's not time to sign off yet. We're just getting fired up.
Okay, with all that being said about the gift giving, the lists, the one-upping your brother, the exhaustion that goes into gift giving, and really it's competitive gift giving.
It is.
But I think with the autograph and some of the other stuff you have put together, I think.
Well, I got a shot.
You got a shot.
I got a shot. No question about it.
Okay.
But it's time to move this on.
It is. And so
I got a lot of problems with you people.
Frank Costanza's got a lot of trouble with everybody. It's the sharing of the grievances, and we do have a Festivus poll, or somewhat of a Festivus poll. It is a poll.
Yeah, exactly.
It's right behind your head.
That's right.
Go ahead with your list of grievances.
It's going to be very short.
For the year of 2023.
For this, and you know what? Look,
yeah.
I understand. The economy, whatever. I don't get so tied up into it because it's going to be what it's going to be. We can complain all we want, but it's not. However, enough is enough.
Of?
Buy two, get two free at one of the local stores. Now, again, I don't know who's in charge of deciding what the price is. I don't know if it's the soda, pop, whatever company, or if it's the store.
Are you talking about buy five and get one to get for $1?
Well, right now it's buy two, get two free.
Okay.
Buy two, get two free.
But you gotta buy four.
Well, it's two, and then you get two free.
Yeah. But you gotta buy two.
So a 12-pack of pop. Oh, okay, two.
Oh boy.
Buy two, get two free. No worries.
Hold on. Are you ready? Are you ready for the reply that you might get?
Yes, I'm ready. Okay.
Right,
so we look. Okay, two. Okay,
right.
And then we start in the cart, and I go, oh, wait a second. And I look, $9.79 for a 12-pack. So $20. $20 for 24 cans of pop. Almost $1 a can. I mean, at this point,
it's unheard of.
At this point, concession stands at high school basketball games can't make a profit off a can of pop anymore.
No.
It's ridiculous. I go, are you kidding me? And then, and I hate to throw out you go to a big warehouse store, you can get a 30-pack of Coors Light for $21. 30-pack.
There you go.
And it's $20 for soda?
Okay, now this leads me to
so mad. Put it back on there. Not happening.
Walk out the door.
Yes, not happening.
I have to air this grievance. This whole business of I've completed. I'm Frank Costanza. I've lost my train of thought.
Lost my train of thought. But as we continue on with this, there's, the $1.99 single serving chips. Now, again, I understand pop chips probably should be on our diets here. A whole lot of that's beside the point. How is the shrinkage, as Costanza would say in another episode, is ridiculous. I mean, it's $6 for this. What?
Well, they're trying to they shrink it down so so they can keep the price fundamentally at the same price, but it doesn't stay the same.
No, it's way up. And then I go to buy a half gallon of non-fat milk.
Yeah,
$1.99. How can they do that? And how come Fritos have to cost $8 for 4 ounces of them?
I wonder how much, if you added it up, potato chips would be if they charged by the pound.
Oh,
I mean, they would be like $50 a pound for a bag of chips. Oh yeah, we could buy some of those little Fritos Twizzler.
Yeah, the barbecue ones.
Yeah, and the honey barbecue.
Yeah,
and those were almost $5 for a 12-ounce bag.
Oh well, now it's like $5.79.
Yeah.
Depends on what's on sale. I mean, that's the only way you can.
You know, it's really getting in our.
Look.
Yeah.
Unemployment's down. Stock market at an all-time record high. Gas prices are actually even dropping. Now, you can be mad about the taxes. That's fine. But the actual gas prices, what the hell is going on with pop and chips and other? How is this? It's a fake economy. We all know it.
There it is.
And as long as we just keep paying it, they're just going to, you know, I remember very distinctly, you came in one day, you said.
Did you stand up next to the pole?
No. And you came in one day, not too long ago, and said, hey, I got gas for $4.59. And I said, and that's after it was like over $5. Yeah. And I said, they just got you.
Yep, they got me good.
Because now you were happy it was only $4.59 instead of saying, no, there's no reason for it.
They got me good.
Yeah, and so now the chips people got you. Yeah, they may bring down the prices, but you know they've already shrunk the package down to nothing.
Yep.
And now, now it's only $3.89, which it should be 89 cents. And we go, oh, well, that's a better deal.
How are we supposed to, as American people, gain more weight without the help of the chip company?
Exactly.
I need you to lower the price so we can, eat more of these.
Exactly.
and the sugary pop.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's not from Seattle. Yeah. The sugar, if you buy, you get the sugar tax up there. I'm not a big sugar guy myself.
Yeah. Well, you're in good shape then. Yeah.
No, I like sugar. I just don't crave it. I like a good potato chip.
Yeah. Hey, I am sweet and salty.
What's your potato chip? What's your favorite? What's your go-to potato chip?
Well, it rotates.
Right.
So lately, for quite some time, it was the sour cream and cheese Ruffles.
Oh, those are good.
But my mom made this dip for the holidays, a shrimp dip with cream cheese and stuff. Delicious. You got to have your regular Ruffles with that.
Right. Yeah.
So that's the holiday.
Yeah, that's two worlds.
Yeah, exactly. But Cheetos, I like the puffed ones. I like them both.
I'm still mad at Cheetos.
Yeah, why are you mad at Cheetos?
You know why I'm mad. Go online, look it up. I mean, there's a whole there's tons devoted to why these Cheetos, the puffed ones, are bigger than they used to be.
I'm glad they are.
The old format was better. It gave you more flavor. These are too puffy.
Hey, I like them. I like those, but and that's by the way, I go back to my brother. Yeah. I was looking for cheese pleasers.
Yes.
The old Safeway brand, which and I did like those a lot. So you find an off-brand.
There's no better puffed cheese snack than a cheese pleaser.
No, none. Or at least, I don't know. Are they still around?
I think they are, but I'm not sure. It's kind of like, is Olympia beer around? Well, it is, but is it?
Yeah, no.
It's like Rainier beer. It doesn't taste like it. It's being brewed, but not.
Exactly. So
cheese pleasers could be different.
It's just like, we have the Cheez-Its, and my brother was a cheese nip fan, and those are gone.
Gone.
Nabisco said, done with them.
Man, that was apples and oranges.
Yes.
Because sometimes I'd
be in a nip fan, or a nip mood, and then and Cheez-It mood.
That's what it was. I mean, I could really use a nip right now, to tell you the truth. Yeah. Because those things, if you've got some easy cheese.
But I think the closest thing you can get to that is a Goldfish. That's the closest. It's not a Cheez-It. It's not a nip. It's kind of in the middle.
Brand cheese stuff.
And I think that's just because those are old.
Well, those were in a warehouse, and
for 16 years. Let's sell these.
Hold on a second here. 2019. That was very COVID. Yeah, they got a whole bunch of them. Let's just sell them off for 50 cents a box. No problem. So, what's your opinion about this delicious snack during the holiday season? Easy cheese.
Yeah. Is that it?
No.
Or I have a choice?
No.
Okay.
You'd put the easy cheese on a chicken and a biscuit.
Well.
What?
Chicken and a biscuit angers me.
Why?
It's a horrid cracker. I hate it. Hate it. It's just not good.
What about better cheddars?
They changed it. They changed how they made them.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of them anymore.
I don't even know what to talk about as far as
I'm mad about those.
Because I don't know what's been changed.
You know what cracker really annoys? There's two that really annoy me the most.
Yeah, I can tell. Chicken and a biscuit.
No.
More than chicken?
More than chicken and the biscuit. There's two other worse crackers by far.
The vegetable cracker?
Sociables.
Yeah, sociables. Who do you
how about, let's call them what they are. They're anti-sociables, all right? No one wants them. You could go buy a box of them today, look on the date, and it would say 1983. Yeah. Horrible. Who buys those?
I don't know.
The other one is Triscuit. Man, those are awful. Hey, I just want to hey, please bring me a hay bale. I'll just take a bite out of that. Those are the worst crackers.
Well, you do have to have something to drink with them.
Yeah. Otherwise, you just get all clogged up there.
Don't have Triscuit and peanut butter on there.
I do like the wheat thin.
Oh, you like the wheat
thin? I like the wheat thin, yeah.
Let's see, so who did Andy Griffith... was that a Triscuit or was that a wheat thin? Good cracker.
I don't remember, but yeah.
No.
But I do like some of the fancier crackers too, the big rounder ones. Those are good.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like saltines myself.
In certain situations.
Right.
Clam chowder, that's where they belong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also differences in saltines.
See, yes, the saltine. Some, you can put peanut butter on. It makes sense.
Right.
It doesn't make sense to put peanut butter on one of the Waverly wafers.
No.
That's more cheese and meat cracker.
You've got to have good sense.
Yeah.
I mean, really, if you're
you have to have cracker sense.
You do have to have cracker sense. I mean, during the holiday season,
which could be taken in a completely wrong way in some aspects of society, but we're actually talking about real crackers.
Yeah. So, sit yourself down, figure out what the objective is for the cracker situation. I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to put some cheese on that?
Yep.
Or are you going to get that darn Triscuit out and start putting vegetables on it? Who would think of that? I'm going to put a tomato on a Triscuit.
I just know if the dog won't eat it, either will I.
Slab of cheese and some sausage.
Yeah, that's not bad. I like the I'm a pepperoni guy. I love the pepperoni.
And I'm gonna probably make you uncomfortable here again, but a Triscuit does have the girth and the stamina to dip up that dip that you're on.
Hey, I don't want it. No.
Okay. How about a big?
That's like saying, hey, here's
how about a corn chip Frito? The big.
Oh yeah, those are good.
Okay,
I can do those.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a good dip cracker.
That's not like you know what Triscuit is? It's press board, just cut out in little squares. Oh, here's some dip on sawdust. No, thank you. Yeah, it's awful.
But the best part about this thing is that those things are made over there on Galvin and Northwest Hardwoods. Thanks to the folks over there.
Yeah, thanks for.
You guys are making Triscuits.
Triscuits, I had no idea. Well, then I'll buy a few. But now they're coming out in all these different flavors. That even annoys me more.
Like rosemary.
Yeah, what is that?
Right. So what else? So that was a long grievance about crackers.
Yes.
Anything else?
No, I think that's good.
Well.
How about you?
I was going to say I've got some grievances. I'm not really shouting. Well, actually, you know what? I do have some grievances.
Yes.
I put my C9 Christmas lights up, and I had a little problem with the house. Folks, like the Chehalis Fire Department and the Centralia Fire Department and all area fire departments always say, be careful with those Christmas lights. Keep an eye on those circuits and that type of stuff because, I thought the breaker would break, throw, whatever. A smoky plug. And I was watching. I didn't think I overloaded it. But, there was a little bit of a problem on Saturday night. So be careful with those bigger. If you have if you're going back into the 60s and 70s and 80s with those C9 bulbs,
the big ones.
It's like you're trying to light the Love Boat up. Or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah. So anyway,
I wired mine directly into the transformer. I just climbed up there and just tied it in.
My brother and I said, "What am I going to do about this?" He goes, "Yeah, next year we'll just get into that box and."
How about next year? How about like on December 26th? You go to the store and buy your lights for $1 because they're trying to get rid of them all.
You took the thought right out of my head, and the words out of my mouth. So I looked on the lights that are the LED Christmas lights. It's kind of like a digital recording versus a good analog recording, but you can hook up like 600 lights simultaneously.
Yes,
and that's it. So.
Yeah. We have a lot of lights.
This could be the last year of the big C9 bulbs.
Although, we do have the live fire aspect to our display.
Right.
Yes,
you have a real fire.
We have a real fire right on our front
and it wasn't
front
caused
walk.
by a hot outlet either.
No, and by the way, what is that press log?
Oh yeah, the Presto log.
Yeah, whatever it is. It starts with a D. I can't remember.
I'm not sure.
Anyway, nothing is left.
No,
they burn. There's no ashes. Nothing. There's the whole thing burns up, and there's literally nothing.
That's because you buy one at the supermarket, take it to a motel, and they don't want anything. Those things are gold.
Yeah. So that's why we put those out. Put them out. Start the fire. Burns for 3.5 hours. We turn on the outside Christmas music.
Really?
Well, walk by.
One upped on that.
No one walks by though. I think we scare them all off.
If I put a Presto log next to my C9 bulbs I've got in my tree,
yeah,
burn the whole tree. It's gone. Anyway, Paul, I want you to have a great Christmas.
Well, I will, but we'll be back.
We'll be back, and standing by.
Yeah, you got a heck of an interview coming up.
Boy, this
is going to be fun.
This is a great show. It's already pretty long.
Yeah. Oh.
The airing of grievances. Ray Watson is here with Olympia Vodka. And we're going to talk about how he got started and the force behind the deliciousness of Olympia Vodka. And Lisa is his partner with this venture. And man, the two of them are just knocking it out of the ballpark.
Yep.
And it's delicious. And we're gonna talk with him and maybe have a little sip and a toast.
I like that.
So
I like that.
It's going to be good. Anyway, that is on segment 2 of the Mohney Show next. When it's time to take down your Christmas tree, make sure you remove all of those precious ornaments, check it twice, then recycle your Christmas tree at the Centralia Transfer Station. Lewis County Master Recycler Composter volunteers are hosting Christmas tree and holiday light recycling December 26th through January 7th from 10 to 4 in the parking lot before you enter the transfer station. Trees must be undecorated, real, and unflocked. You may also drop off old, burned-out holiday lights. Special thanks to Lewis County Master Gardeners and Pacific Mobile for bringing this special event to our community. If you have questions, 360-740-1216. And we are back with the Christmas edition of the Mohney Show. Merry Christmas to everybody. Special guest today, Ray Watson with Olympia Vodka. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Heavy on the special, right? It's good to be here.
Special
it's
guest.
Good to be here.
What a success story. I love the bottles, and I actually have my autographed bottle from you and Lisa. That was a couple of years ago, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
How have things gone since the introduction?
Oh, it's been crazy. I mean, it's one of those things where it's amazing. Look what we have. And then some days you wake up and you go, oh my gosh, this is so much work, but it's well worth it. So it's a lot of work, but it's a blessing. We feel blessed.
How did going back to the very beginning, so where did you get the experience, to do this?
So, my background was, I was a tech school kid, right, out of high school. And I learned processes. I worked for Dairy Gold Company for years, building processes. So everything from TIG welding to measurement to flow control to all the cool stuff that made things. I was that kid that liked to just tear into things and see what made them tick. And so I could build a distillery. I really got thrown in the fire and I had to learn how to distill. But, you know, Lewis County has a lot of rich history of people that maybe were not supposed to be distilling, but were distilling way back in the day. So it's funny to,
especially
to be able
we
to
sit
talk
here
to.
on Tower Avenue.
Yeah, right.
So that was the kind of the
yeah. And everything from Menlo to PL.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Crazy.
So when did you get to the point where you, I mean, is the vodka what you started out with? What did you start? Did you do beer? No,
I never was a beer maker. In fact, you know, I've you know, have friends that make beer and I don't dabble in the beer, you know, and it's a whole new art in my opinion. It all kind of starts out the same, and distillation is where it kind of, and fermentation is where it kind of changes over a bit, you know, but I never really did that. We started here in Centralia and we started making stuff, and there was a distiller that was in making things with us. And so I kind of learned from him a little bit. But then, you know, I spent some time here and there. Every place I went, I would go pick something up, you know, as far away as maybe Copper Fox Distillery in Virginia. I learned something from them by just going in and watching and listening and talking and getting a few information. Nobody gives up all their secrets, but if you know enough about what's going on, you can gather some pretty neat things, you know. So.
And then you kind of figure out what's going to work for you, figure out what's not going to, and then put that together. Right?
Yeah. I think that you know, the biggest thing that I've always stuck by is life's too short to drink junk, right? So make an excellent product, you know. And most people in the business now that have stuck around, they're making a pretty good product. So
what makes your vodka different than? I mean, there's a lot on the market. There's cheap stuff.
Yeah.
The stuff that, you know, you had when you were, you know, young, you didn't care.
Sure. Yeah.
And then there's, you know, the really good stuff. So you can't give up secrets, but I mean, what makes yours taste? I mean, I don't really like vodka that much, but I've had yours and it's smooth, man. Yeah. Whoa.
You know, it boils down to the time that we take to make it. The water that we use is artesian water. We don't use chem-treated water. It's clean.
So the
it's
water
tested.
really is.
It is.
It's artesian water.
The water's a comedy show in itself. The well is actually in the middle of Tumwater Valley Golf Course. It's well 24 that used to feed the brewery. Whoa. So I'll roll down in the cart path, past number 1. Check in at the clubhouse, of course. Hey, I got to pick up water. And we'll pump in 1,050 gallons of water into our tankage. And they're emblazoned with the Olympia logos on the side. I think the guys golf, and I think they actually think I'm hauling vodka. They always wave. Oh, look. Stop. So it's actually water. So it's water and it's filtration. It's not too much filtration, but it's enough filtration. And it's timed just right. You know,
side story, Evel Knievel said that he used artesian, you know, water from there.
Yeah.
When he tried to jump the Snake River Canyon, because that was a steam powered rocket.
Really?
Yeah. That's what Evel said anyway.
Okay.
And I was surprised when he said, yeah, it's artesian water. It's from Olympia, Washington, because somebody from ABC Sports or whatever was, you know, well, how do you get this or whatever? So good company.
That's a cool backstory. I had no idea. I have to look it up.
So it's the water. So what else?
It's the water. I think our distillation, we have a 550 gallon still that, you know, that we purchased, and we kind of retrofitted it for our needs. And we run it slow, you know. Lisa, my better half, is the person that really, she has more run time on that still than I do. And I finally threw up my hands one day and said, this still is a female, you know. It was not helping me out at all. And she'll come in the room and make a water adjustment to the heads and everything on that still, and it's like all of a sudden it's running perfect. So I have to kind of, you know, if she was here, I'd be telling you, oh yeah, I'm the man.
Well, that was I was going to point this interview into that direction too, because you know, I was hoping Lisa was going to be here, but it's Christmas time and there's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah. So she is the one. I can honestly say this would not be possible without her. Correct.
That's it. Yeah, she's my. You know, she's so dialed in on the permitting and the paperwork and the stuff that makes it. Plus, you know, she can run a still. I mean, I always say, well, we both kind of have our places, you know, but I won't let her touch the TIG welder because I'm afraid she'll take that over too, you know. So
she's very good at organization.
She is.
And hats off. And again, I wish she was here today. She'd have something to say.
Oh, she's my conscience. I mean, you know that.
Oh,
right?
I know.
I mean, you can't sell this out of your trunk. You know, she lets me know that a lot.
Okay, so how long has it been in stores now?
Oh my gosh, it's been. I think we launched. Well, here's the crazy thing: we launched in 20 at the onset of COVID.
Oh,
The first pallet went out. You know, we're like, yeah, and then they said all the bars are shut down. We went,
yes.
no.
Oh, okay.
But we went into Safeway and Kroger, of course, which is a few different places, and so you know it's been on and off, and then we actually so Paps came to us originally and wanted us to make this for them. We were co-packing for Paps,
Okay.
and then Paps came back out in 21 and said, "Look, everybody got hit in the wallet with COVID. We're not sure what we want to do here." You know, we thought, oh no, they're going to shut this down,
Right.
and they'd shut down, you know, the white whiskey and a couple other things, I believe, and so that phone call was just, to us, it was a sleep loser, right? I was like, and we went back to him and said, you know what? I mean, we make a great product. We've already got a couple of gold medals. Why don't we take a look at maybe a royalty deal? You know, we were just kind of shooting in the dark, and they came back rather quickly and said, you know what? Let's talk. Let's talk about that. You guys have put, you know, everything you had into this. I mean, you're really in it for everything, and we could probably talk about that. And 3 months later, it goes to lawyer land, you know.
Yeah.
And 3 months later, we pinned a deal with them, and so we actually own the rights to that Olympic brand.
It's just so cool to have that logo.
That's the answer for people that say, okay, you guys know you're knocking this logo off, right? We go, no, we actually have the rights.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, you have the permission and the backing from Paps to put that on the label there. One of the things that a lot of people wonder about, does the vodka have anything to do with the brewery? You're not in the brewery at all up there? It's just too dilapidated.
It was. We looked early on when Paps was still in the deal. I mean, and we really looked at, you know, it's like that. We just wanted to be someplace in that old brewery, right?
Exactly.
And we realized that there's so many different people that own that building now, or those buildings, that it wasn't going to happen. You know,
so different people actually own different parts of the.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. There's probably, I mean, I would guess 6 people, you know, maybe more.
What can you do with it at this point?
You know, well, unfortunately, we can't do anything with it, right? I mean, the property owners own it, and I think they have plans to do things, and part of it's been taken down. There was a fire in part of it, and the city actually, you know, thank God, the city of Tumwater owns the old brick one down by the water, so they own that, and they've went in there and they've shored everything up and made it structurally a better place, and they have plans to do something down there. So that's safe there.
Boy, I remember when I was a kid, you know, there wasn't much to do around here. And if somebody came to visit you from wherever, a family members or whatever, we're going to the brewery.
Right, yeah.
And you go take the tour. And
that was, I walked through that thing. And
I was celebrating when I turned 21. Go, you know, at the end of the brewery, you'd get the beer.
Yeah.
You know, boy, it was tasty.
Yeah. Free beer.
Free. Let's go back and take the tour again. Yeah. So you do your distillery is it's up in Olympia, right?
It is. We're on Montman, yeah. So we're across from SBCC.
And it's I mean, this is just a locally owned and distilled product from the word go.
It is, yeah. We, in fact, you know, we always chuckle because Lisa and I, and we have Andy, who's a part-time worker with us when we need him, you know, and Andy has other things. He bartends and he does other things, but it's we made the first batch of orange, and gosh, we spit out I think it was 6 pallets, so 120 case pallets, you know, and at the end of the day, we're both holding our back the next morning, going, "What the heck?" So it's quite a bit of work. The system that we have is semi-automatic for the bottling line, but we can put out, you know, 3 pallets a day, you know. So
how many stores? Just in Washington, out of Washington.
So we're Washington now, Oregon.
Okay.
We're seeing our numbers come up in Oregon, which is great. Washington's pretty decent. We're all the Safeways, grocery outlets, liquor stores, bars. You know, a lot of bars are carrying us. You know, they understand we're local, which is great. when you get into Oregon, it's a state-ran liquor, so we're in all the liquor stores, and then the bars buy from the liquor stores down there. So we'll see our numbers double at least in Oregon, which isn't a lot. You know, we're hoping for about a pallet a month that'll start rolling through to Oregon, which will be good. We're also in Montana now. Montana's a bit slow, you know. We see, a case go out in a week. We're like, yeah. You know, and but now we're seeing those pick up in Montana, so it'll be really interesting to see what.
Well, as soon as they taste it, they'll want it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the best.
I mean, that's the deal. That's the best vodka. And I'm not just saying this, folks. I don't mean.
Being iconic, Being iconic is great flavor. It's totally clean. Yeah. Wyoming, we just launched in Wyoming. We delivered our first 8 or 10 cases, I believe, to Wyoming for the test trial and everything we have to go through there. And so that'll be interesting to watch Wyoming as well. So, yeah.
Again, it's smooth if you don't like vodka. If it's just not your thing, you really do have to try this. I have not tried, obviously, the orange yet.
It's dangerous.
But is it?
Yeah, it's dangerous. Yeah. It's so with the orange vodka, we elected to go with nothing but fruit. And I have to give a shout out to there's Northwest Naturals is owned by Treetop, and they're up in Bothell. And so we've always used them for our flavoring. They've got their own little lab back there, and it's fruit flavoring only. And so there's a pretty cool combination of some citrusy stuff in there, but it's not like, in our opinion, anything else on the shelf that's a flavored vodka now. It's orange, and it's 60 proof versus being 80.
So not too sweet, but just perfect. Right?
That's it. Yeah, that's it. It's comfortable on the rocks, and you can make a creamsicle out of it. We played around a bit with.
That'd be good. Yeah,
played around a little bit with eggnog. Making some eggnog.
There's your holiday drinks right there.
It's a good one.
I have to tell you, that's what I was thinking about just a second ago when I went like, oh, that story. That's right. We were in a bar in Ridgefield, and we'd been at a concert at the A-Lene.
Yeah.
And one of my friends and I, and so we were, having a little bit of fun, and there was a bottle behind the bar.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, not drunken or anything, but it's like, hey, you know what? Those are my friends. And she's like, what? Really? I said, yeah, bring it over here, man. I'll show you their signature. I didn't know the signatures are right there. Yeah. I said, I know those people. I have an autographed bottle, man. She's like, wow, that's pretty cool, actually. So
that's great.
Besides bragging you up a little bit.
Oh, we love those stories.
So can we have a taste of this on the broadcast here?
Yeah, pop the orange open.
Okay.
Pull the hat. The hats are made locally. It's a pretty cool story.
That's so cool. All right, Ray, you do it.
Of course. But
you know we're doing this. So it's not even open at all.
No, this is a fresh.
Did you have to take out a requisition? What's the word I'm trying to think of? Did you have to do some paperwork to get that out of the front office past Lisa? Did you have to buy it from yourself?
I did. She doesn't. Nothing's free with that girl.
No,
her.
I know.
That's the problem. It's like, what are we saying?
That's a compliment, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
We're not dishing. We're just. We came prepared here. Hang on.
And just hit a Caddyshack. Chevy Chase pulls the top off of the.
Yeah.
Oh. Ice.
Yeah.
This is a man that comes prepared for an interview.
Of course, Steve. I'm a professional.
You are a professional. Okay, there we go. Okay, so it's the Olympia vodka.
Oh,
this is orange flavor.
Ready? Cheers.
Cheers to you. Cheers to Lisa.
Thanks
for being on the broadcast today. I know you guys are busy.
I love this. This is amazing.
This guy's
not the vodka, but the podcast is great.
This guy's the podcast. I guess I'm used to saying the broadcast, but this folks is one of the nicest guys you will ever meet.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. I try.
That is really good.
I know it.
Man.
It's crazy, right?
Vanilla ice cream.
Yeah. All the above.
That's smooth. I wish you all the luck in the world. I mean, it's one of these things where as soon as they taste it, the orders come in, right?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, in fact, the Crown distributor and the Columbia distributor, they said we sent out a bunch of little, and we don't make 50 mLs for sale, and we sent them out. But what's comical is you got to realize this: our kitchen and our distillery, we're filling 50 mLs with a picture, right? A little funnel. Really? Oh yeah, that's us. You know. So we have a bottling line for the bigger stuff, but not for that. And
that's what I love about it. I mean, it's grassroots.
Yeah, and so we shot out 150 samples of the orange and the regular to distributors, and the guy from Columbia, Keith, said, all I have to do is hand them the bottle of the 50 ml orange, and they take a sip and they drag their wallet out. Yeah. It's just how that works. It's a good product.
You hit the nail on the head here. I mean, because it's nice to have something that's smooth. Instead of when you're 21 and you just start drinking. Not that you would do that before you were.
Right. Yeah. Nobody did that. Not in Lewis County.
Be 21.
Be 21.
And for
be responsible.
And for the love of God, don't drink and drive during the holiday season. That's the thing. Drink responsibly and enjoy it, but always have that designated driver.
Exactly.
It's so much easier, so much less hassle to try and figure out. Gee, can I have a drink? Call a taxi, man.
How simple is it with Uber and everything else? Even in Lewis County, there's someone who'll drive.
Walk home for crying out loud.
Yeah. I mean, we're in rural America, and we can find someone to drive us around. Be responsible. Get loose responsibly, right?
Exactly.
That's the ticket. Right.
So as far as here in Lewis County, it's available at most restaurants and bars, and also the grocery stores.
Yeah.
If you do you guys have a website now?
We do.
Okay, so and I'm also understanding that there's some merchandise available.
There is, you can get on our website, which is Drink Olympia, and it'll push you over to our little website where you can get merch.
Okay,
and we use a local lady, I think it's Mama Bear Creations.
Okay,
a young lady here in town. We just at one point we said we can't do everything, right, and so you pick local people, and Heather's ran with that. So she's making great stuff, hats, sweatshirts. So it's fun stuff.
And obviously for gift giving, there you go. That's so easy.
Yeah.
Pick up some bottles and just drive around and hand them out to your friends.
Yeah, we were hanging Santa hats one day in a grocery outlet, and somebody says, a guy said, "How much do they pay you to do that?" And I said, "Not a dime." Because we own it, we're out there hustling.
Oh yeah, because I was bragging in the line of grocery outlet too.
Right.
Yeah, because somebody was, in front of me, and I said, I see that Olympia, right? I know that guy. Like, who is this idiot behind me talking about?
Yeah, sure you do.
What's he be? Are we on camera here? Yeah. No, you're not. I'm just talking in the.
We did a tasting at Toledo. We got a call to do a tasting at the Toledo grocery store, and so we zipped. Okay, we're going to fit this in, and we're heading for the Nutcracker that evening, and so we said, okay, we can do it for 2 hours, and we were in there with a couple other vendors that had alcohol, and they're just watching us, just shaking their heads. We got our Santa hats on, and we're selling 7 bottles out the door, and having fun talking to people. And it's just us. So,
well, that's the best part about it is it's you. You don't have to. I guess if you did something really, crazy or outrageous, the folks from Pabst might go,
yeah.
But
sure, it's nice. That's part of your contract. You'll be tasteful in what you do, and we have fun with it, and we know we have an excellent product, and
you got that backing. Boy, that backing is gold. I mean,
it is.
That label right there.
Yeah, that's it. It's an iconic brand, and it deserves an excellent product in it.
And it certainly is. So, I would just recommend folks try it. Again, I'm not getting paid for it.
Yeah,
I'm so glad that you were able to come in today, right before Christmas. We're doing this show on Monday, so tomorrow will be the 19th.
Yeah,
and big shout out to my brother. He turns 60 tomorrow. Wow. My older brother. So happy birthday, Danny!
Yeah, happy birthday!
As we film today, Keith Richards of the Rolling Stones. It's his birthday.
Wow.
I'm just trying to keep track of the birthdays.
He
here.
made another one. I think the guy's going backwards, right? He's like getting younger.
They'll be in Seattle on May 15th.
Wow.
Hope to be there if I can. You know how much those tickets are?
They got to be $1,000 or more, right?
You can get to standing room only tickets in the front of the show for 8 clams. No chair.
Wow.
$200.
Wow.
Anyway, Ray, pleasure to have you on the podcast today. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
Lisa, we missed you, but thanks for everything that she does, obviously.
Yeah.
And go out and simplify your Christmas lists and grab these and give them to people.
There you go. Yeah, we appreciate it. We appreciate everything. So.
Thank you very much.
You betcha, buddy.
Back with the what would this be? The review of what kids are going to do in between Christmas and New Year's and their perspective. That's on the way next here on The Mohney Show. Okay, we're back with the Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, Kids Are Out of School edition of the Mohney Show right now. And again, thanks to Ray Watson in the previous segment for helping us get through that the kids are going to be home for 2 solid weeks. Olympia Vodka is, right, Ray? It's available in supermarkets. Could take the edge off things. My producer's laughing as well. I have with me I have so many grandkids that I start to number them. So let's see here. This is Sky.
Hi.
And you are the second oldest girl.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor's the oldest.
Taylor's older. And
then with next to you is Jack. And Jack is 8, right?
Yes.
And then we go down from 8, we go to 6, and that's Micah.
Yeah.
Right? And then we go down to 4. Then Ezra's. Yeah. So we've got Ezra, he's 4. Micah, Mohney, he's 6. Mm-hmm. Jack, you're 8.
Yeah.
Sky,
I'm 10.
So you're 10. And
Taylor's 13.
Taylor's 13. There we go. So we got everybody mentioned there. Okay. So now you guys are officially on vacation right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So last Friday was the final day before your vacation.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
What are you guys going to do? Anything? I mean, you guys have stuff planned for your vacation?
Not really.
Not really? Are you been laying around a lot? You've been sleeping? No?
I've been mostly playing outside with Jack.
Yeah, like playing outside.
I will say that was pretty good on Saturday, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. You guys did a lot of chasing dogs. And you played football.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. So switching to Christmas is... we tape this on Monday, so Christmas is in exactly 7 days from right now. What are you hoping to get from Christmas? I'll ask that, but before that, what do you think the meaning of Christmas is? I mean, it's not about all the presents, is it?
Yeah, I think Christmas is more like getting together with your family and like you're getting to see them a lot.
Right. It's
not just only about presents.
Good answer. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What do you so what's your favorite part about Christmas? I mean, you have a big extended family. You have all kinds of people, don't you?
Yeah.
So Jack, what do you think that the true meaning of Christmas is? Like being at Grandma and Grandpa's house?
Getting together and Jesus' birthday.
Right. Thank you. What's your favorite food and snack foods and stuff during Christmas?
Eggnog and cookies.
Nice. And what's your favorite breakfast?
Probably.
It'd have to be Grandma's brunch, wouldn't it?
Peanut butter.
That's a lot. You like bacon, sausages, and all that stuff?
Yeah.
So now what's the ritual on Christmas Eve? Do you guys put the milk and the cookies and all that stuff out for Santa?
We put milk, cookies, and carrots.
For the reindeer.
For the reindeer, too?
Yeah.
So how many cookies do you usually leave for Santa?
3.
Or like 5.
5.
Can you imagine the amount of cookies he must get in one night?
Well, this is a big world.
That's a lot. That's a lot of cookies. And reindeer, they love the carrots, don't they?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you leave them milk?
Yeah.
I heard that Santa might be lactose intolerant too. Because your mom is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you gotta make sure you buy that other type of milk to give Santa. Okay, so you've got 2 weeks off. What's the hope? What do you want to do during your long holiday? Get some sleep, play with your presents, that type of stuff?
Yeah, and I hope it snows.
You know, it snowed. Didn't it snow last year right around Christmas time?
Yeah. I think
it did because there were Christmas lights up and there was snow on the ground. So what do you guys want for Christmas? That's the big question. Sky,
I know
what do you want? If you could have anything for Christmas or what's on your want list?
An iPad.
An iPad.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
That's what I asked Santa.
What are you going to do with that?
Play games.
Yeah. Okay. What about you? I know what you're going to say.
What?
No, yeah, give him the microphone there. Talk into the mic.
What?
What's the present that you want the most, Jack?
A PS5.
Say it again slow.
PS5.
Okay, I knew that. Can you tell us exactly why you want that?
Because you can play like a lot of games, like a lot of games.
So what's your favorite game to play on that?
Fortnite.
Okay, I figured that's what it was. Where can you get the PS5?
GameStop.
By the way, this is Jack's infomercial for GameStop that I hear on a routine basis. Yeah. How much do you think that would cost?
800. No, 800.
And something.
I think
830 something.
830, something like that. Now, if your parents or something like that didn't have enough cash, how could you purchase this? He told me this about a week ago. How could you get that out the front door?
Use your debit card.
Use your debit card. And what other card? You just looked at me the other day. Well, don't you have a credit card, Papa? Everything's free with it. So, what do you think the chances are that you guys are? I think your iPad's doable.
Yeah, because last year I asked Santa for a computer, but
it broke.
Did you get one? Okay, so you did. So, what do you think? You think you'll get that PS5?
No.
Okay, what's your second present in case you don't get that one? What do you want second?
Maybe like Heelys or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I wish you well. And have you guys talked to Santa?
Yes, I actually wrote a letter to him. I don't think that went through yet.
Well, he always gets the letters. What about you? Did you write a letter, Jack?
No.
No? What's the deal on that?
I didn't do it just yet.
Maybe you should go home and write one up. I think there's still time.
Yeah.
For the Santa letters. Okay, well, you guys have a wonderful vacation, and try not to drive everybody nuts while you're home. Now, when does your big sister get out of school?
She gets out, I think, that's a
couple days from now, I think.
Yeah.
She gets out on Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys had a couple of extra days home.
Mm-hmm. Without her, yeah.
Oh, what am I going to ask them? Another damn edit. I'm sorry.
Naughty or nice list. You didn't even ask them if they're on the naughty or nice list.
Right, okay.
You didn't even ask. 101.
I'm getting a little bit. So do you guys think you're on the naughty or the nice list?
I can't tell.
You can't tell?
I don't want to stay.
How about you, Sky? Have you been helpful around the house this year?
Sometimes.
A little bit. How about when you get up in the morning? Are you grumpy?
Yep.
Ooh. Jack, are you always happy?
Yes.
No, he's never happy.
Well, I wish both of you the best of luck. I'm sure it will turn out, believe me. Now, when you, let's see here. This morning, something happened at the house. We had to lock the bedroom door. Can you tell me why that we had to lock the bedroom door?
So basically, I don't know. It was I don't know when, but basically, when my mom was in the shower, I snuck into her room and went.
Last year?
Yeah, no, not last year. And I went inside of her closet and I found a bunch of spirit toys.
Oh. So that's why we have to lock the bedroom door, because temptation's too much. You don't trust yourself, do you?
No.
No. How about you, Jack? Do you think you would peek?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I a long time ago, I did peek at one of my presents. I think Yeah, it was at my grandma Mohney's house. So this was a long time ago. I was probably about 6 or 7. And it really bummed me out because Christmas morning I went, I already saw this. So it's not good to peek.
Well,
I know it's hard, but it's not good to peek.
Well, Christmas is just too long.
Okay, well, thanks for coming in today, you guys.
Yep, not a problem.
And not a problem. Well, good. And again, these are my grandbabies here. Oh, I'm sorry, not a grandbaby. Sky's 10, Jack's 8.
Hi.
And they're. I can see you guys are twins today with your sweatshirts.
Yes.
Yep.
That's good. Well, have a very good Christmas vacation, and thanks for coming in on Papa's show. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I'm back with the final comments on the Mohney Show, the Christmas edition, here in just a few minutes.
The real estate market is changing, and John L. Scott can answer your questions with a free market analysis. If you're a homeowner, it's really important to get a current market analysis. It only takes a few minutes of your time and contains valuable information about your biggest investment. This might be the year to make a move and take advantage of this market. For your free market analysis, see Laura Lee today at John L. Scott, 900 West Main in Centralia.
And we're back with the Mohney Show. Thanks to the grandkids for being on. Again, you might want to have a little nip through the holidays to get through if you've got the kids at the house.
At the kids at the house.
2 weeks or so.
Yes.
Paul,
Milk late at night may not cut it for you.
Exactly. Have a wonderful Christmas.
Yes. You too. You and the family.
I'm looking forward to a dynamic, energized 2024 with the Mohney Show, and of course over on the Eli Sports Network. You guys are knocking it out of the ballpark. So much stuff going on.
Very busy. Very busy.
We've got all kinds of different subjects and guests and all that stuff lined up for the new year here on the Mohney Show.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Paul, thanks for all the help.
Absolutely, and we'll see you in 2024.
Absolutely, and thank you. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and be safe out there. This is the Mohney Show.